Hello everyone. Today we are going to start the second chapter of the geography. Its name is the Inside Our Earth. What is found inside our Earth? Inside our Earth, basically our Earth have the three layers. First is known as the crust, then mantle, then core. Here is our Earth. Earth have the three layers like onion. Onion you can see layer, layer, again layer, again layer, again layer. So our Earth is also of the three layers. I show you in the slides. Next slides. This is the earth. You can see this is the earth. If we start digging inside of the earth, we will find the three layers. The uppermost layer of the earth is known as the crust. Then middle layer is known as the mantle. Then third one inside, in the center of the earth, this is known as the core. A core have the two part. First is the inner core, then the outer core. The crust is it have the another name. Its name is the Sial. What we call it? Sial means in the crust there are the two types of mineral found. First in the silica. Silica means of course balu, and Al means aluminium. Then mantle is known as the second layer, Sial. Then we call it Sema. Sema means silica and the magnesium found in the mantle. Then last one, yani core is known as NIFE. 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 NI का मतलब Ni means nickel and Fe का मतलब Fe means what? Ferrous. So inside the earth, in the inner and the outer core, nickel and the ferrous found. Okay, these are the three main layer of the earth. Understood? It has the several context layers. The uppermost layer is known as of the Earth's surface is known as the crust. It is the thinnest layer basically. It is only the thickness of layer is 5 kilometer. 5 kilometer. Total radius of Earth is the 6400 kilometer. Total radius of our Earth is 16400 kilometers, and the thickness of the crust is only 5 kilometer to 35 kilometer. Okay, and it is the thinnest on the ocean floor. If we will go down on the down of the ocean surface, it will be only 5 kilometer thickness. And silica and the aluminum means Cl, silica and the aluminum are the main means the crust is formed by the two types of the mineral known as the silica and the aluminum. Okay, the next the next uh, the next layer is known as means the ocean crust. If we say it is made by the silica and the magnesium known as the sema. Just below the crust the mantles come, and then in second layer is known as the mantle, and it is extend means 50 kilometer to 2900 kilometers. 2900 kilometers, the thickness of this layer is this much, you can see, mantle. And the last one is known as means 3500 kilometer to 1600 kilometers, the thickness of layer the thickness of the core layer is. Okay, and two minerals found here, nickel and the ferrous, both are found here under the very high temperature and the pressure. Do you know this core, basically this core where the nickel and the ferrous both are found in the molten state. Due to the presence of the ferrous, earth our earth behave like a magnet. Our earth behaves like a magnet, and it's originate the magnetic field on the north pole and the south pole. Due to this reason, whenever we use a compass, the needle of the compass always tend toward the north, to the north direction. That's why, because the earth have the molten ferrous and the nickel inside its core. Understood? And this is the main reason for magnetic behavior of our earth. Okay. Now the next point is what are the rocks in the minerals? Type of the rocks in the mineral we will see here. Rocks means any stone you are saying here. So basically, rocks also have the three types of the divisions. Okay, as we know, our crust is made of the various type of rocks. Various types of rock it is made of. First one is known as it is made of the rocks. There are the three types of rocks. First one is the igneous rocks, means the rocks which is made by the volcanic process known as the igneous rocks. What's happened inside our earth? There are so many rocks. When rocks melt due to the high pressure and the temperature, it is known as magma. What is the name of the molten rocks are known as the magma. And when magma comes upon the surface of earth, it is known as lava. It is known as lava. Understood? And when lava comes over the surface, due to the weather condition, due to the raining, due to the decrease in the temperature and the pressure, it's dry up, dry up, dry up, and it's become hard. And that's why, and then igneous rocks forms. Understood? Second one is the sedimentary. What are the sedimentary rocks? See, over the earth surface there is the igneous rock, and for example, by due to the some reason like sun rays, water, and etc. etc. It's due to the pressure, the change in the pressure and temperature. It's something erodes or the crack down. Then the newly formed rocks is known as the sedimentary rock. Means igneous rocks broken into different parts, different parts known as the sedimentary rocks. And again, when the sedimentary rocks broken down due to the changes in the pressure and temperature, then the metamorphic rocks form. Understood? I have discussed this. When the melted magma becomes the solid, this is the igneous. I have discussed all this. Okay. One thing more. When the molten magma, suppose here is the magma trying to come upon the upper surface, but due to the some reason it is stuck sucked inside the earth surface only. Then when the rocks it will fall, it is called intrusive igneous rocks. Intrusive. When the listen again, whenever the magma will solidify inside the earth only, it is known as the intrusive igneous rock. And when magma comes from the surface of earth and it solidify over the earth surface, it is known as extrusive igneous rocks. Understood? Here are the few pictures. You can see how the igneous rocks looks like. They are the oldest types of the rocks. By the igneous rocks, all kind of other two rocks found. And one thing more. In the igneous rocks, there is no such layers. We can't see any type of the layers, any kind of the fossils we can't found. So basically, it is the pure, and the particle size is just so much precise and they small. They are called also primary rocks. You can see some pictures of the igneous rocks. Then metamorphic rocks, whenever temperature and the pressure in the igneous rock changes, the metamorphic rocks, you can see talc, chlorite, epidote, garnet, antinolite, serpentine, crystallite, stearite, and corundum. These are the examples of the metamorphic rocks. And here are the sedimentary rocks example like schist, conglomerate, limestone, sandstone. Do you know the sandstone? This stone was used to make the Red Fort of the Delhi. Have you remember this? This type of rocks have been used to make the Red Fort of the Delhi, Red Fort of the Agra, and some other structures have been made by the sandstones. This is the shell, and here is the rock salt. These are the types of the sedimentary rocks. What are the characteristics of the sedimentary rocks? In the sedimentary rocks, we can found the layers. They are the layers. Means here is the layer, and due to the some process, and another layer, another layer, another layer, and in between the two layers of the sedimentary rocks, they are the highly chance to we can found the fossils. We can found the fossils. And for your kind information, I will tell all kind of the petroleum products like kerosene, petrol, diesel, paint, etc., etc. These all are found in the sedimentary rocks and which extracted from the earth by the mining process. Understood? I have discussed this slide already. So thank you.